Well, today, teachers in Troy will meet with the district and a mediator to help finalize a new contract.
Teachers say that they've been working without a contract since February. One of the sticking points is better pay.
Well, teachers and their supporters took their concerns to the streets of Troy before last night's school board meeting. 7 News Detroit reporter Ryan Marshall is joining us live this morning with more on all of this. And Ryan, there's been a lot of frustration ahead of these mediations.
That's because they've had 15 tense meetings without getting a deal done. Educators say they are unhappy because they've had to work for 90 days without a contract. So Alicia and Keenan, they've had 3 months of uncertainty between these two very frustrated parties. And now it all leads down to one final push to get a deal done.
Fair pay! Teachers stay!
Educators, parents, and students walked along Livernois Road Tuesday afternoon before the regularly scheduled school board meeting for one single reason.
It's time to settle our contract. Enough is enough. Too much time has gone by. We've been ready.
Teachers with the Troy Education Association, the union representing over 800 educators, say they've been without a contract since February 1st.
It's very stress-inducing, especially with our teachers, with families. It's just an unnecessary unknown.
The picketing teachers and parents flowed into a crowded administration building to make their frustrations heard during public comment.
Return to the negotiation table with a new mindset. Stop looking for reasons of why you can't do it.
The Troy School District issued a statement about the delay. They said, quote, "This year's bargaining cycle across the state has been uniquely complex due to several formerly prohibited topics such as evaluation, teacher placement, etc. This has elongated the bargaining process here in Troy and across the state."
I wouldn't disagree with that, but other districts have had to deal with the same topics and concerns and issues, and yet they're able to come up with a very fair and equitable contract.
The teachers say they want a fair and equitable contract, increased pay, and a better working environment.
So we know that the job is harder than it used to be. The demands continue to increase on teachers, but compensation doesn't. And so we know it's time for a change.
And time for a change indeed. Both sides have their first mediation session today. No telling how far apart they are on contract negotiations, but if they cannot get a deal done, then we may be headed for a strike. We're live here in Troy. I'm Ryan Marshall for 7 News Detroit this morning.
We're going to definitely stay on this topic, Ryan. Thank you for your reporting. I've been going through a report that puts Michigan's teacher pay into perspective. It was just released in April by researchers at Michigan State University, and they found that the average teacher's salary in Michigan was $64,884 in the 2021-2022 school year, about $2,000 below the national average. Michigan's average starting salary for a new teacher was $38,963, one of the lowest in the country. The report shows Michigan's teacher salaries kept up with the national trend until 1999. If salaries had kept pace with inflation, it shows the average Michigan teacher would have made $81,000 in the 2021-2022 school year.
Yeah, that's a big difference. Well, we turn